They called him Cocky, until he changed the world with his fists.
Welcome to Riseverse, where legends aren't born, they're forged. Real pain, real power, real rise. This is not just a story, it's a spark. Let it ignite something in you.
He was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., born in Louisville, Kentucky in 1942. Segregation was the law, the norm. Young Cassius felt its bitter sting. One day his red bicycle was stolen. He was just 12, full of fury. He told a policeman, Joe Martin, "I'm gonna whoop whoever stole it." Martin, also a boxing coach, listened. He suggested learning to fight first. This chance meeting changed his life. It pointed him towards the boxing ring. Young Cassius took to boxing quickly. He trained with incredible passion. His natural talent was undeniable. He dreamed of greatness, of fame. He told everyone he met then, "I am going to be the greatest." His amateur career began to flourish. At 18, he went to Rome. The 1960 Olympic Games awaited. He represented the United States. He fought in the light heavyweight class. His style dazzled all the onlookers. He moved with such speed and grace. He won the coveted gold medal. A young champion stood proud. He returned to Louisville a hero, but the old prejudices remained. Segregation still ruled his hometown. One story tells of his deep hurt. He threw his medal into a river, a symbol of his disillusionment. His country had let him down. Soon, he turned professional. His victories continued to pile up. He was a showman in the ring. He began crafting his public image. He was becoming a phenomenon. Ali's boxing style was pure magic. He famously said he would float like a butterfly, he promised, and sting like a bee, he warned. He danced around his opponents. His footwork was a blur of motion. His speed was simply astounding. He redefined heavyweight boxing. "I am the greatest," he proclaimed. He shouted it to the whole world. His words were part of his arsenal. His confidence could be unnerving. It got under his opponent's skin. He controlled the fight before it started. In 1964, he faced Sonny Liston. Liston was the fearsome champion. Hardly anyone gave Ali a chance. But Ali delivered a huge upset. "I shook up the world," Ali roared. And indeed, he truly had. The Vietnam War was raging fiercely. In 1966, Ali received his draft notice. He was called to serve in the army. But Ali made a difficult choice. He declared himself a conscientious objector. His newfound Islamic faith guided him. He stood firm on his principles. He would not fight in that war. "I ain't got no quarrel with them, Viet Cong." These were his famous direct words. He saw no reason to fight them. They had never harmed him, he said. His stand was brave and controversial. It divided the American nation deeply. He risked everything for his beliefs. The boxing authorities acted swiftly. They stripped him of his world title. He was banned from boxing nationwide. He faced the threat of prison. His best fighting years were lost. After 3.5 long years, Ali was finally allowed to box again. He was older, perhaps a step slower, but his spirit remained unbroken. He was determined to win back his title. The world watched his comeback with awe. Could he achieve the impossible once more? His belief in himself never wavered. Then came the Rumble in the Jungle, October 1974 in Kinshasa, Zaire. He faced George Foreman, the champion. Foreman was younger, stronger, feared. Ali was the underdog yet again. He used his brilliant rope-a-dope plan. He let Foreman punch himself out. It was a display of pure genius.
The fight was approaching. Ali's coaches were genuinely afraid for his life against such a terrifying puncher. The plane was ready to transfer Ali to Madrid if the injuries after the fight would be too severe. However, that would not be necessary, as Ali was able to shock the world again. Instead of dodging the blows and moving around the ring, Ali leaned on the ropes and tried to protect his head and suffered incredibly strong blows to his body. Foreman punched and punched, but Ali kept standing against the ropes. In almost insane ecstasy, he yelled at Foreman in between the punches. Only one man on the planet, amid a life-and-death struggle, can utter something as ridiculous and daunting as, "Is that all you got, George?" and continue to fight. Foreman started to get incredibly tired, and then Ali shifted from his rope-a-dope defense and began fighting back. The combination of 5 blows to the head, spiced with a right hook, was enough to knock out the big George Foreman and brought all the spectators into delirium. Ali was the champion again.
They didn't just rise for themselves, they rose for you. Proof that greatness isn't given. It's earned, in the dark, in the dirt, in the doubt. Now it's your turn. Rise no matter what. This is Riseverse.